actually cutting the final fabric. Don't mind me. Don't mind me throughout this whole video. I'm always going to be in my pajamas. And we're also working when we can work because we have today, starting today, actually I should look into it. One second. Now looking at this, even less days than I thought. I will not be sleeping. But we have like 3.5 weeks. I want to say maybe a month. I don't know. So I'm working when I can work. We got like 1 week, I'm like gone basically. The first design that I'm going to start with is the red dress. Same design as this dress that I made for a presentation I did before. I love it. It's cute. It has its moment and it's going to look insane red as well. But it's beautiful, and technically I already made a mock-up. This would be the mock-up, the prototype, and I kind of already know what needs to be changed. It's actually not that much. It looks pretty good. I think a lot of it was just like what I could have, how I could have sewed differently. And then I think I brought in this a little bit more on the side because it didn't need to be out that much. So it's quite wide and heavy. So we're gonna make her again, but in red. I have been working on the other outfits. They're all kind of like combined right now because this sleeve does not go with this dress. Obviously this jacket's not gonna be with this dress either. And I just mostly wanted to see how it like fit. I will go through this more when I'm actually working on these outfits, but I don't wanna like keep adjusting everything and not have an outfit made yet. I have an idea how to fix some of this, what I want to adjust, and I'm hoping that I will be adjusted enough to be able to cut out the final fabric, because I don't want to keep doing mock-ups since I don't have that time, and I have less time than I thought I did. Patterns for the dress. Perfect. And I'm glad I bought all of the rest of this fabric in the store because this is all I have left. And I need to make a skirt. Like, I have like discard, which like, so this dress is not exactly the best for zero waist, I would say, and that's why sometimes it's good not to have your patterns like fold in half either, because you can kind of lay out your fabric better to maximize your fabric. But I only have so much room and so much paper, so whatever. So I want to make a ribbon skirt as well, and this might be enough. I want a nice full ribbon skirt. Like, this is what it looks like. On my waist, it covers almost half, so it would be like, if it was on me, this is how much excess there is, right? So then I don't think it's enough to be ruffling out. Ruffling out is alright. I don't think it's gonna be full enough. I think for the rest of tonight, I'm going to start the dress. Is to get this dress finished. Can I do that? We will see, because I also want to fix some patterns, and yeah. Also, I posted on my TikTok, and I didn't reach out for models. I feel like this whole thing is really soon, and I didn't want to like tell people like, yeah, you gotta drive like 4 hours away and it's volunteer, blah blah blah, and I didn't want to do that. But a couple people from my community reached out to me and they said they would love to be models for me. So I don't know, when I got the message, I gotta admit I cried a little bit, like with joy. I was like, oh my god, Really? I'm excited. So now I can design a couple of these to fit them. One of the models, I think I might actually get them to wear this because she's relatively close to my size, and I'm scared this one won't fit a lot of people because there's not really like any zippers, or it's not as stretchy as I wished it was. Like there is stretch this way, so, but it fits weird, and I don't know, I guess I didn't really go back and fix the pattern too much. I just think it drapes really weird here. And I've already like got all the ribbon sewn on. I'm not, because you've already seen me sew this. Honestly, all I need to do is, which it's gonna be really time consuming. That's why I'm like, am I gonna get it finished? We will see. But it will be ruching the heck out of this. And then we have to strategically pin it so it fits. And what I'm gonna do, which is gonna make it even harder, is I'm going to put both of the sides together, which makes it extremely long, and then try to ruche it, because I didn't do that last time. And I just didn't like it works, I guess, sewing the top and this side seam together, but I just didn't think it laid nicely. So I don't want to do that this time. I really like this design. I genuinely like it, and I'd love to make more of them. Like, I feel like, I don't know, it's something cool that someone would like, I feel like, maybe. And I would make it again, but I really need to figure out how to make it more zero waste. Like, the pattern itself is not that zero waste, and it's definitely because I am cutting it on the fold, which isn't great to prop it around the fabric, but I don't know. I feel like I can make it more zero waste than it is. She is gorgeous. Shit. I did that. I have to admit I kind of prefer the blue one still more. Probably just because it drapes a lot nicer. This is just a cotton. I couldn't find a nice drapey fabric, alright? So we do what we can. Now we get to work on the next design. I'm gonna work on the next dress. Because I feel like it's gonna be quick to finish, and I'm gonna feel like I achieved something, you know? Speedrun. I don't think there's a lot of alterations I need to do after the mock-up. I'll put the mock-up on. I will. Show you all what it looked like on me. It's not gonna fit as well on me though, because I lack up here, but and a lot of things just don't fit me. I don't think there's a lot of alterations that need to be needed. I love the design how it is, so it's gonna be quick to fix up. And we're gonna cut out the fabric, and we're gonna have a beautiful time. We're changing angles because the lighting is a lot better on this side, but it's also a lot more messier on this side because I just shoved everything over here. That's a little big for me. The idea is this dress sits kind of like where the nip is. Obviously this would be folded in, so it would be a little bit smaller, like that. And then it has this in the back, which I like. I'm gonna keep it. I didn't know if I wanted to have it go all the way to the waist, but I think I'm going to, because, you know, people's stomach, it fluctuates, their top area fluctuates in size. And this dress might actually fit me a lot better too once the lining is on it. I always do that. I make things like a lot smaller than they need to be. I think I've already talked about this, but I also figured like the lining also makes things a lot tighter, so we're not gonna bring it in. I'm also going to add a zipper on the side because I tend to forget that not everyone can take off a garment like this. So I need to start considering like mobility when people are taking off their garments. And if I add a zipper, then it could be slid up. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna add a zipper on the side. Clearly my sewing's a little weird, so I'm gonna make sure I sew straight, make sure there's nothing like rippling. When I was sewing this, one of these, either this one or this one, was way too long for some reason, which I thought I like made sure they lined up, but that's okay. We're gonna go back and figure out what happened, what was the issue, and why it didn't line up. I also put interfacing in the top. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that for the final, but this is the fabric for the final garment, and it is a lot more thinner, of course, and draper than this one, so I might need to still put like interfacing in. But at the same time, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal, because I want to like line the top with some fabric or ribbon. I haven't determined that yet. I think I'm gonna actually use scrap fabric up here because I was also considering ribbon, but I don't want to overdo the ribbon. But what I do make is scrap stuff. I play around with scrap a lot, and I think that will really like show who I am. So I want to add an array of scraps on the top, and I think that will make the top part more sturdy. I've been like working all day. I'm also trying to film like another YouTube video that will go up like before this one. So I've been literally sewing all day, but I think like, okay, I'm gonna show you the second fit because I haven't filmed anything yet. She looks so good. Stop. Stop. Hello. I was like, there's a scrap fabric here. And I was like, I don't know if this is gonna look good, but she is. Aw, she looks so good. I'm gonna put straps on her too. I just don't know how long they're gonna be, so I'm gonna just do that after I get like more sewn on, I guess. But my sewing looks so good right now, not gonna lie. We got a beautiful French seams, and yes, she's a little wrinkly right now because she was on the floor for a bit, but stop. I don't have the back on yet because this one has the thingy. It could either go wrong or it could go right, but we'll do that in a bit. I think what I'm gonna do right now is sew the lining all together and then come back to this and put the zipper into the shell, but not to the lining yet, right? I don't think I want to do anything down here. I think I'm just going to keep it simple. I think the simplicity is what kind of makes it very like cute, you know? Like, I love her. I don't think I've really filmed that much this week. It is now, I don't know, Friday. I probably filmed like last weekend. But look at this. She looks fire. I'm not finished. I'm hoping I can finish today. I really wanted this dress done like a few days ago, but you know, we're doing what we can. I've also been pattern making, so I was able to fix the jacket and make it into the size of my model, and last night I patterned the pants. I've only just patterned like a block. I need to actually make the pants. I don't know what I want to do yet, but I'll sit down and figure that out. But I did a mock-up, and luckily my roommate is like relatively the same size as my model. It gives me an idea. I only did like half, so it's not a perfect mock-up. Here's the jacket so far. One of the issues that I think it was the only issues was that like the shoulders. It is actually a little low on this one too. Yeah, it is a little low on this one, so I had to adjust that. So hopefully I adjusted it right in the pattern. I'm not really sure. But yeah, it's just really the shoulder because it's off right now. Also, you know, I did put a shoulder pad in it, but I'm not gonna film with that. Yeah, I love it. I love the collar. It's dramatic. I don't know if you've seen the original mock-up. Yeah, the original mock-up, which is like closer to my size, the collar was really like much more smaller. For some reason I patterned the collar to be straight, but I want it to curve downwards like this, and it's gonna look so good. I'm gonna be making it out of this black and red suede. So like the collar will be this red and the black will be like the jacket. And then there'll be some red on like. But I also need to pattern some pockets. I'm still kind of figuring out what I want to do there. I was thinking at first like a side pocket, but it might be like way too on the side. That's like a little uncomfortable to put your hands in. But I still want like a pocket that's not too noticeable, kind of subtle. I'm thinking still kind of a side pocket, but instead we're bringing it out a little bit, like the square out. I know I could do a welt pocket. but I don't want to. But yeah, I think it's gonna look cute. I think this video is just mostly me talking again. I don't know, I'm filming what I can film, and I haven't really sat down and just set the camera up to film me sewing. It's just like me sewing when I can and not trying to fuss with a lot of stuff. So here's the dress. I did a scraps on the top. I still need to put the straps on. I know I've already sewn this, and I actually did have one strap on, but then it was all messed up and straps are kind of annoying. And then I need to still do the back. I'm doing like a bias binding like on the side here for these edges, and then some of the other edges in here are Frenched, but I don't think I can French seam it once it's on, and then I had to like put a zipper into a zipper. That was a little bit annoying. But it looks really good. It kind of like, it's hard to get over this part here just because it's kind of bulky right there. So I'm wondering, because I am going to sew it down. I'll probably hand sew it just because it will prevent mess up, but I'll hand sew this part down just to keep the seam up and in it, and like, I don't know, keep things flat. So maybe once I do that, it will be a little better. And then I'm going to add a hook here. But yeah, everything kind of lines up. I zoned out in getting this like mostly finished. It's like mostly finished. I still have seams I have to iron and I have to hem, and then I need to sew this down, but we are so close. I'm probably really far away. And then we have this back. Is it cute? I can't figure out the sleeves or the straps, but they're not falling off my shoulders that much, and hopefully there's enough ease for like other, I don't know. It stretches a little bit, not a lot, but you know, still gives a lot of ease, I guess. But we're so close. Why is it taking so long? Yeah, we gotta do some hemming. I don't know what kind of hemming I was gonna do. Probably just a small rolled hem seems the easiest to me. And yeah, so I guess I'll probably plop it on this guy. Well, maybe I'll iron it first, plop it on this guy, even out the hem. I wouldn't say I've been as productive as I wish I was, but I also would like to say I'm much more productive than I was last year, so there is always a plus. We do have, I don't know what my last update was. Once again, I'm talking. Stop talking. This girly is covered in hair. Holy crap. She's done. Well, she's not, but she's done enough for now that I can kind of move forward. The rest is really just hand sewing. I need to hand sew this down. Hem is done. Looks not bad actually. I haven't looked at it since. I'll probably just need to do another iron. This is kind of bothering me here. I'm not going to fix it just because of time-wise, but it's a little like pulling on the side here. I don't know if I can kind of like hide that by ironing, but I think it's always going to just drag like that, whereas the other side looks nice and smooth. It happens. I don't think it's going to be a big deal. No one's going to notice too much once it's like on the runway maybe. I don't know. And it's also like a kind of loose around here, but also it's fine. Done. And I still love her. Even like, I feel like my skills are a lot better now that it's like it's minor things that are happening. Like, yeah, some drag lines, a little bit of looseness. Probably from like not sewing seams properly. This is just me learning, you know, having fun, being creative, and yeah, I think the seams are clean. Oh, I guess I haven't cut the zipper yet. It's double lined, like, we love it. I also meant to add ribbon though on the sides just so I can like hang it up. This is fun. I've never done this. I mean, I practiced like a couple times, but this is like the first time I've actually done this on a garment. So it's interesting. It's cool. It doesn't have too much stretch as I wished it would, but it's still like gives that little bit of ease for movement and, you know, whatever. But I feel like the straps probably minimize that just because, I don't know, I don't understand straps. I have started cutting out the jacket and I'm already so like mad at myself. And I tried so well to cut it out. Black fabric, easy to cut out. Honestly, I wonder if it's real, like actual suede, because it's like, oh, I should look up to see how to test that because it's really nice and thick. But the red one, I didn't have like too much of that, and it was like, oh, can I actually get enough out of it? And I got just the right amount, except when I cut out the collar, which is weird because I can't remember if I traced out the collar. I was trying to trace out everything with like wax, but maybe I didn't. But the collar came out wonky. It's not as thick as I wanted. It came out really long, which is weird. So the collar's not gonna look like the mock-up that I did, which I guess is fine. It's honestly is gonna be a mystery how it turns out. I also realized the interfacing doesn't stick that well onto the suede fabric. I feel like sew-in is probably better for like this type of fabric. I just don't have that, and I'm just kind of using what I have. And ironing is gonna be weird because you shouldn't iron suede. I will be trying to a little bit, but on like a low setting, but it's gonna be hard to get like crisp lines probably. So we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna try to sew it today, the shell part, see how frustrated I get, and then actually I want to start working on the shirt, so I'll probably adjust the pattern for that and sew this part because it's just gonna be shearing as well. Literally the last outfit is gonna be simple. It's gonna be so simple. I think I filmed a little bit of making this jacket, maybe just the pockets, and then I stopped, but the pockets are beautiful. I actually do wish the interfacing, look, we do have the lining kind of sewn in as well. I don't know what you can see. I do wish the lining was sewn in interfacing, so when I do make this jacket again, I will have to purchase some. And then I did this. The amount of times I sewed this to try to do this elastic, because it's actually my first time, other than I did do it on the dress as well. This is a little different. There's more. And then the sleeves are half done, not fully. I want to see if I can find more ribbon, because this is the smallest ribbon I have. And actually I think I like the size of this blue ribbon here that I'm using to kind of just hold it in place and see what it looks like. I think that might be nicer, and it will do for this skirt that I'm going to show you in a second. Be good for that, because I need to make a channel, but I don't want to make the channel until I know like what size I actually want to use. Skirt, I'm actually low-key winging it. My mom helped me design it, so thank you, Mom. Because girl just needed a little help. It looks not bad, honestly. I don't hate it. I think it actually looks better on camera too. So the back looks weird right now just because it's not fully sewn. Is going to have like a little piece of elastic back here, which was in hopes of I didn't have to do any other closures and you can just pull it over your butt and hopefully it fit a variety of people. But I didn't make the back waistband here big enough. It happens. So I'm still gonna keep the elastic, of course. I've already cut out the fabric. This is actually all the fabric I have left other than little remnants, and that's why it's a short skirt. I mean, it looks good with all the silhouettes anyways, because a lot of my silhouettes are pretty long, but I did originally want to do like a nice big skirt, but this is all I have. So I need another opening. Gonna keep the elastics because I still have that ease, and I don't have to worry about too much for fittings. So I think I'm gonna add just like a slash line here, follow the ruching that I'm gonna have here, and this is gonna be adjustable so you can change the silhouette. I think it'll be fun. And then I might just do like ties, like little bows, I guess. And I want to put the hand that represents the missing and murdered Indigenous woman, so I want to have that right there because I think it's going to be my last piece anyways that goes on the runway. It's super simple, but the hand will just really represent like what this outfit is. Overall, I'm almost done, I think. I am actually gone next week, a little over a week. I signed up for a program and then I have a staff training retreat or whatever. The goal is to get everything finished this weekend. I think it's possible, other than the pants, because I'm not really sure what I'm doing with the pants still, and I would like the pants to be fitted. Everything else I'm confident that it will fit. Like, one of my models I think is pretty much the same size as my mannequin, and this is an oversized coat anyways, so it should fit. Pants that are a little tricky that I find to fit properly. I'm hoping there's not too much for issues just because like I'm gonna be cutting it out of the final fabric. So I'm hoping it's just like if there's like a looseness in the waist, like if I need to bring in like some darts or something, hopefully there's not too much crotch issues. I also have an idea that I'm gonna work on probably tonight as well. I want to make little keychains that if you've watched me for a while, I probably don't know, but I make these scrap fabric keychains. Anyways, they look like this, but I have star ones that I like to do, so I'm going to make a bunch of stars and then I'll give them to my models as like little gifts, little souvenirs. So I went out yesterday to buy some stuff. I bought a thinner ribbon, which, look at this. Oh, camera, not really looking. Look at that, I finished. I mean, I have to go in and I think I actually kind of low-key is not attached on this side. I don't know what I did there, but we'll fix that. But pretty. But yeah, I got a thinner ribbon for this. And then I didn't know what I wanted to do for my jacket for a closure. I kind of patterned it out just so to have like buttons in it. Apparently I'm struggling to talk right now. I didn't know what buttons, and then I realized I actually don't want buttons because it might just look tacky, but I figured I picked up some buttons like this, self-cover buttons. I've never actually used these. They're nice big ones too. And I figured I could put this suede material, probably the red, be fun, and do it that way, and I think it will blend in nicely. I'm gonna do that. Exciting. Also, this is what this is a mess. This is what the skirt looks like so far. I've got the waistband like halfway on. I actually had to make it bigger. I wonder now if it fits without an opening. That would be kind of embarrassing. I need to finish this part. So I have some little ties that I can put here. I don't know, I'm trying to figure out how I want to sew that on. But it's almost done, and then I just need to cut the hand out. Yeah, we're getting there. I did not work on the pants at all, which kind of sucks because they're not even patterned out. I have no idea. But I'm gone all week next week, and then it's Easter weekend, and I took a couple more days off, so hopefully I can figure it out. As long as, like, honestly, if it's just the pants I'm working on, it's no big deal, and then like little minor fix-ups, like the lining in the jacket's not finished, and that's okay. That won't really take me that long. And I don't know if I will get the skirt done. I'm kind of getting tired that I don't really want to work on anything anymore. It has been like over a week since I've actually worked, and this weekend I'm getting everything done. It's Easter weekend, and I did take 2 extra days off, so I have like basically a week to work, as long as like I'm gonna get everything done. And at this point I have like some things are done, it's just hand sewing. I would like to have all of the machine sewing done. So I haven't been in here for a while. I'm not really sure what I was doing, so hopefully I can get back into the motion. I believe last time before I left I got the keychains done and I was working on the skirt. So today my focus is getting the jacket finished and the skirt finished, and then I just want to work on the pants for the rest of the weekend because I haven't patterned that out yet. Nothing's cut out obviously, and it hasn't been started. I don't even know what I want to do. So I'm a little nervous on that one. So if I can just spend the whole weekend doing that, we might be okay. We might be okay. And then the jacket, I can't remember if I showed you guys these, but full focus. I found buttons that were fabric covered, and I'm gonna use that for the jacket here. And it's gonna look pretty sick. The pants are coming along, and luckily my roommate is the same size as my model. I know I could do like fittings with my model probably. Time is essence, so I'm gonna take what I can get as long as the pants fit. They just look covered in hair right now. It's the fun part of having cats. I'll literally be spending a day lint rolling. Yeah, they're just black pants right now, and they have pockets. Exciting. And then I'll actually be doing the design part today. But I was a little nervous because they need to be lined because they're see-through, and I didn't have enough lining. I was like, oh shit. And it's also Easter weekend, and I was like, I can't go out anywheres. But stores were open yesterday, and I went to Value Village, and the fabric gods were on my side. Thank you. I found some black lining. This is probably like the crappiest lining in the world. Yeah, I found some black lining. I got so lucky. There's enough here. Like, and you wanna know what else I found? I found, look, there's so much here. But I found more red fabric, which will be great for like, if people want some of these designs that I'm making. Like the skirt would be the easiest to make, but if like someone wanted a dress as well, I got it. I got you. I haven't put this in the wash yet though. I did wash the black lining already, but yeah. There's, like, I'm telling you, there's so much here. I have, counting today, 3 days to get these pants done and every little thing done on the other outfits. So, wish me luck. But I'm confident now because the pants fit fine and there's no tweaking I need to do, that I can keep going. I just don't know what the design part of it's gonna look like. Like, it's kind of questionable. So, I've been working on these pants. And like, technically they would be almost done if I liked the design, but I don't. Here I have a photo of like my roommate who fits in it. I drew the jacket so I can kind of see what it looks like. But as you can tell, this is what it looks like now. It's like a little like skirt kind of thing. And the white line is actually what I'm gonna do instead. I'm gonna tweak it and fix that so it looks like that. I feel like it will just flow nicer with the jacket. It'll maybe look more tailored and not as like, I feel like it's just frumpy right now. Yeah. So that's exciting. And so I have the pants on the floor laid out flat, and I think what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna draw out the line I like, cut it, turn it inside out, and sew it. I am getting so excited because next week is the fashion show. And I'm not stressed because I actually have everything done. Other than the pants are not hemmed because she hasn't sent me her inseam yet, so we're gonna just have to wait for that. I'll have to message her tomorrow because I'm not really home next week. I have a lot of work stuff. Everything is complete. I finished it out actually like last weekend, so I've been kind of like relaxed. The only thing I didn't finish last weekend was ironing this piece, and I got that finished today, so, or yesterday, but stop. So like, I'm actually like shocked with myself because I think I've been only working for this for a month now. That's insane. A little stressful, and like some things aren't exactly how I wish they were, and I think that's why you know, making samples is very beneficial in this way. I know when I make samples though, I kind of feel like I'm wasting my fabric, but in the end, like the thing that you want made is actually going to be like really nice, and you won't be wasting like the fabric you wanted to use. Does that make sense? I feel like I just like went all over the place saying that. Overall, everything is really nice to showcase, I think. Also why you should have everything done the year before you do a fashion show, but they didn't ask. And I felt like this was a very small fashion show. It's not like a crazy big one. So why not? I'm using this fashion show as an opportunity to really just like showcase my skills, be creative, and if people are interested, they can. I'm not necessarily like selling these items. If they want a custom of this, then sure. I'm not confident enough though to sell like the actual ones that I made because there's just like issues with some of them. Like they're sewn nicely, but like the jacket would have been perfect, but the interfacing is just like not the right interfacing for it. And the pants, the waistband is weird. I probably should have patterned that out differently. But overall, everything is really nice. There's just like minor issues and like, I don't know. I'm not gonna sell originals right now anyways, just because they're mine. They're for me to look at for now. The only thing I have to do is lint roll them. It kind of sucks because there's like literally hair all over the place. Once I actually start selling things, I will make sure my space is really clean. I probably should start changing my clothes before I come in here, like a whole different set of clothes, because I don't like all the cat hair on here, and I know a lot of people don't like that either. But I tried my best lint rolling throughout, so there shouldn't be hair inside the garment. Yeah, they look great. I didn't show you this one on the mannequin. I actually just took it off this morning. I didn't even think about it. My SD didn't have any room, so I was like, I don't know. But you'll see it. I'll get photos of the runway. Maybe I'll take some footage while I'm there. I'm also a very anxious person, so we'll see. But it looks good. I did change the waistband. I like it a lot more. Sorry, it's like dark fabric in a dark room. I like it a lot more like this. I think it's going to be a lot more flattering. I haven't tried it on a human yet, but I already know it's going to look so much better. I'm proud of that. I finally got it ironed it down, but this is not how I would do the waistband next time. Like, there's a better way to do that. But yeah, and then I gotta hem these, but just waiting for that. Everything looks so nice. I'm so excited. I was actually thinking I could make this one in the future also into a shirt. I'm not going to do the sleeves like this. I'm going to have the sleeves already attached when I'm sewing them. I just got to repattern that, but it could also be like a cute top. But, I'm shocked. I did this in a month. I don't know what this is. I did this in a month. We have this fit. I don't know if I showed you the final. There's a hand on it. I love the hand. I just wish I'd used the other one because it just doesn't look proportionally right. I wish I used the right hand on that side, but overall. And then this fit, which I could literally make again because I have a bunch of red fabric. I just need to figure out a better way to put it on. I don't know if I want to make, because I was trying to make it a little bit more fitted here, but it looks nice in the front, but in the back it's still kind of very big. So I wonder maybe if I just make it into a tent silhouette, it would be better. And still go over the head nicer, and yeah, I don't know. I'll figure that one out, but I love it. Should probably finish this video. It's actually been a couple weeks since I had my fashion show. After that I got a cold, and then I just got tired, and low-key I'm just a little bit unmotivated right now, so hopefully I'll get back to it. But to be fair, I did like work non-stop last month, so you know. But I'm basically gonna sum it up. I didn't take any footage because I'm a loser. But I will, like, at the end of this I'll insert the clip that my mom would have taken of my show. We were all kind of like a little awkward, and whatever, it's okay. It was a very unorganized show. It was for a good cause, and it is a nonprofit that runs it. It was their 3rd year doing it, so I feel like it should have been a little bit more organized, but it's fine. It's really hard for people who haven't done a fashion show before, like me, I guess. Like, I know how to do a fashion show, I know all of that stuff, but I've never been into that situation before, and it was just a little chaotic, and I was a little stressed that I low-key wanted the moment to be over with. So A part of me didn't enjoy it as much as I should have, but I'm still very grateful that I did it. I don't think I got any business out of it. Maybe people are more aware of who I am. I don't know. I posted all on Facebook. I'm open for customs, but I think I won't get anything until I really like start building my social media up. I gotta get my website like finished, and honestly I'm okay not getting customs right now because I still gotta tweak a couple things and additional sizes for some of the stuff I do want to do still. Like I want to make more of those, more of like the red dress because I have a lot of fabrics still for that. So I'd really like to do that one. And I think I might just make some stuff just because and just have it up maybe, depending on how much time I have. Or not time, how much time I want to put in. I don't know what I'm saying. Either way, I have like so many ideas I want to do, which is great, but also it kind of like makes me stop and go, frig, I have so much stuff I want to do, and then I just pause and do nothing. Yeah, I don't want to talk too much because I just want to get this video finished, and I know it's probably already super long. Yeah, I'm super grateful still that I did it. I think the best part of it was just me designing stuff. If you've followed my journey for a while, you've noticed I've been in like a little emotional situation. My brain just, I'm constantly like, I don't know, doing nothing, I guess. I'm depressed all the time, and I'm finally out of that, but you know, I still have bad habits, so it's hard to, I'm really great at procrastinating, but I feel confident this year, and I think I can create lots of stuff. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I know I didn't film a lot of my process too much. I was just making, and maybe I'll get in the habit of filming more and filming in public. But you know, it's cool, and I don't know, it's really nice to, you know, see what I've done so far this year. Yeah, I guess that's it, and I'll just put the clip of the show in the end here. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in another one. Bye.